Hello kids, this is your review video for John Glenn. This will be lesson 153 from pages 422 to page 425. So let's begin. Um, and I chose this picture because obviously is the most recent that we have in the book. Um, so continue with John Glenn. He was the first American to orbit the Earth. He was an Ohio state senator for over 25 years. As a child, he had many jobs. He sold vegetables from the family farm. He would clean yards. He would deliver newspapers. He delivered milk. He would do anything in order to find money, right? He came from a poor family. With his first purchase with the money that he got from working, he purchased his first bicycle. He learned to fly for free while in college. He um, found out about a special class that offered flying lessons for free, so he enrolled. This is demonstrating to take advantage of the opportunities that God lays before you. Many times, God gives us the opportunity to do certain things, and because we put self before anything else, or we put other priorities that are really not that important in place of, we sometimes miss opportunities that God lays before us because we choose not to walk through that door. So when always keep an eye open, always keep your ears open, so you can hear and you can see what God is planning before you. He doesn't give us all the information at once, but he gives us information in little stones. Remember when we studied Elijah and he was in the cave and God spoke to him while he was in the cave? The first time it was like with a storm, and Elijah didn't hear. Then it was a lot of rocks, a big stone, and he didn't hear. But finally, when God spoke to him in a soft whisper, that's when Elijah heard him. So we always have to be aware, cautious. And when you hear that voice in your head that tells you, this is what you should do, follow through. He was also a World War II pilot. He also fought in the War of Korea. He flew 149 missions while in the military. In 1943, he married his high school sweetheart, Annie Castor. He became after the war. He became a test pilot, and as a test pilot, he broke the record for the fastest flight across the continent of the United States of America. He flew 725 miles. He flew at 725 miles per hour, and it took 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds to fly from California to New York. He was chosen by NASA to be one of the first 7 astronauts. He was not chosen on the first mission, nor on the second mission. He was chosen on the third mission. And by being chosen on the third mission, he had the privilege of being the first astronaut to orbit around the Earth. He orbited around the Earth on February 20th, 1962, on the French ship 7. That was the name of the spacecraft. He orbited the Earth 3 times in 5 hours. As an Ohio State Senator, he served for 25 years. At the age of 77, he always had the desire to go back to space. But our president at the time, which was John F. Kennedy, did not allow him to go back into space because he was considered a national treasure. And John F. Kennedy did not want to expose him to danger. So John F. Kennedy said, no more space travel for you. But that little itch was still inside of him, so he never gave up. an opportunity arose. NASA started doing experiments up in space that related to aging, and that was the perfect opportunity for John Glenn. At this time, he was 77 years old, so he qualified for the aging part. But now, at 77, was he still strong enough to go through the training that all astronauts have to go? And yes, he did. He was able to accomplish the training and was able to go back into space on October 28, 1998. He was the oldest astronaut in space. In 2011, he was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal for his service in our military. And that is our Senator Astronaut John Glenn. See you next time.